The past few weeks, we are once again drawing negative flag that we who put him on our list of wanted persons, that the OSP that declared him wanted, that the OSP that declared him a fugitive from justice, that the OSP that went to Interpol in record time of 48 hours and placed him on Interpol's red notice, we were stalling the case and that we were wasting time. But once again, as I said, we knew what we were doing and we knew what we were waiting for. And last week when the Attorney General addressed the media, he said something very poignant. He said these financial investigations require time and patience. And we ask, give us that regard of time and patience, we will deliver the results we wanted, like this. And as I said, before the expiration of November 2025, we will charge all these persons that I listed before the criminal courts. We will not stultify our own investigations. We will not delay our own investigations. We would do it right. We will be patient. We will be meticulous. We would have all the expertise in the world examine all, because we only have one shot at these criminal cases. We cannot go back, forth with it. And so, I announce to you, as we did by way of our press statement last week, that we are in full collaboration with the Attorney General's Department. We cannot work against each other. We are working for the same cause, which is the cause of the Republic of Ghana. And we cannot be at loggerheads. We cannot be in dispute. Sometimes personalities and how one wants to do something may clash a bit, but that should not be taken as dispute or disagreement. Many of you do not know my relationship with the Attorney General. He is like a big brother to me. He taught me at Legon, and he also was part of my training. Indeed, we formed the firm together. And indeed, I was like his foreman even when he was putting up his first building in Accra. This is our relationship. The relationship is such that because he trained me and he taught me, I have a bit of him in me. He doesn't have a bit of me in him. And so sometimes my display of his bit in me stirs him up a bit. But at the end of the day, just as we were doing in private practice, we will bicker at home. But our product, when we finally churn it out, will be most robust and most fruitful. And this is our promise to Ghana. So we are working together. We cannot but work together. And we are going to work together in full collaboration, see to the end of this matter. Semuwa sembisa eye. Munya sembisa swa eye pa was my bread. I knew he would go, because today Elton is not here, so he would go.
Thank you very much. My name is Ibrahim Hassan. I work with you. Yes, you're taking time to assure all of us and some of the country that you have a very beautiful working relationship with the Attorney General. Right. Now, as we heard and was widely circulated last week, there was a request that was made of your office relative to a docket. Per what we gather, maybe it's the use of semantics. Maybe if it had been an investigative report, the story would have been different. What do you say to that? And somebody just sent me a message to ask you that if Ken Ofori-Atta applies and obtains a U.S. citizenship, what becomes of your case against him?
Do you think I remember all this? Okay.
We're taking like 3 in a row.
Right, my name is Mawina with TV3. With respect to the investigations that the office has been undertaking with respect to Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, I know that the SML is one of such investigations which the Office of the Special Prosecutor said it was engaged in. Does this mean the others have come to an end, if we can call it that, or these other investigations are running concurrently, even as you say that you're going to proceed and charge Ms. Ofori-Atta? With respect to the docket, the conversation was that it had not been submitted. You've just told us that the final piece of confirmation you were waiting for arrived on Monday. Does this mean that, is there a timeline with which you can give us that you're going to submit this docket now to the Attorney General, because there's quite a lot of interest with respect to that as well?
See, people are really interested in the docket, as it should be.
Thank you very much. My name is Ernest Bako from Business and Financial Times.
Ernest what?
Bako from Business and Financial Times. So, I know you've done some cases in the past, most of them being plea bargain. So I want to find out, apart from Ofori-Atta, we have about 5 other people. They are currently in the country, I hope. And so, will you continue? You made mention by end of November you file. Will you continue with these people's case, or you wait until you're able to bring Ken Ofori-Atta in? And will you also be doing plea bargain in these cases, or will see some people go behind bars? Thank you very much.
Sorry, I didn't get the last part. You sort of swallowed it.
I said I wanted to know if we will see these people going behind bars.
After plea bargain, you said something about them.
Or will we see them behind bars?
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. See, the first person who has the question got it right. It's really about semantics. Okay? See, extradition requires a lot of complex dealings. You know, why is it going through the Attorney General? It's because the Attorney General is the central authority when it comes to these things. In some matters, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is the central authority. So if the Attorney General was in the central authority and we could just go, we would have just gone. The Attorney General is the only in the chain. When it goes through, it goes through our mission and it comes all the way back around to us because we initiated the process. It is unfortunate that there is talk about we have been asked for a docket and we have refused to give the docket and all. That is beside the point. That is not the issue at all. The issue is that you need to get it right the first time. You don't keep going back and forth. You need to get it right the first time. So when on 13th June we responded to the Attorney General and we said that the docket is not yet boarded up, we meant exactly that. Now someone asks about timelines and all. That's not how we do these sensitive cases, to give timelines in the public domain, especially as the final decision will not be taken by the OSP. The final decision will not be taken by the Attorney General. The final decision will be taken by whichever foreign jurisdiction in which he is. U.S. citizenship. If he applies and obtains U.S. citizenship, we have been giving Ghanaians to the U.S. on extradition requests. And they will also be nice to give us U.S. citizens upon request. So the citizenship status does not prevent extradition. Only that when a person is a citizen of another country, it is more difficult to extradite the person to a foreign country. But Mpaba will still move on with the processes and ensure that Ghanaians become less restive and appreciative of the issues and the work we are doing with the Attorney General. Wait or continue? We are not waiting for anyone. I said we are filing our charges, and Director of Prosecutions has promised me, because I'm expecting his charges tomorrow. And then I'll review. It takes a while, because it will go through when it goes from the investigative setup to and the asset recovery setup to me, then to him. Now the baton is with him now. He is anchoring on the third link, and he will finally give it to me tomorrow. And then we'll file. So see, I said before the end of November we will file. We are not waiting for anyone. Persons can be tried in absentia. You've seen it before. You can be sentenced in absentia. Anytime we find you in the jurisdiction, we can then proceed to apply the processes based on how it ended. Plea bargain, or see them behind bars. See, the OSP legal regime is set up to give the special prosecutor a lot of discretion when it comes to what happens to cases. That discretion is based on tabulated legal principles of what the special prosecutor should consider in respect of whether the case should go a full trial or whether it should go by way of plea bargain. But the OSP does not suggest plea bargain to accused persons. That's not what we do. You suggest, so oftentimes their lawyers will write to us that they would want to go by way of plea bargain. They will then come and meet my team. They will discuss at length, and then when the matter is placed before me, I would go through what the law says and what they've brought by way of proposal to see if in this case it requires that we go to a full trial or it requires that we go by way of plea bargain. Now, if someone, for instance, the other case where someone was supposed to have pocketed 35,000 cedis and the person comes for a plea bargain, did I want to see someone who pocketed 35,000 go to jail for, let's say, 5 or 8 years, when the person had offered something in the region of 200,000 that we can take and give to the state? The discretion by the law, I was way too happy to get 200,000 instead of 35,000 cedis for the Republic. I think the Republic benefited a lot from that case by way of that amount. So a lot of considerations go in considering whether it should go to full trial. Sometimes even the law says that the information a person offers, if it is going to fetch you much more well-versed suspects, you could cut the person that slack because of the value of that information. But it also depends on what the person is suspected to have done. Any other question? Oh, thank goodness there's no other question. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm Mr. Komodi. So, we can all go for supper. Thank you for coming. We are most grateful. Anytime we call upon you, you show up. Have a good evening.